Okay, sorry for the delay. I'm running a little late. I'm over here struggling with some technical difficulties. All my fault. How are you, Prez?
I'm good today. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. It's gonna be a challenge today, but we are gonna get through this. Um, so today's topic, we are gonna be going over some stock, crypto, and economic news. So I'm gonna try to open up another window. Let's see. Google Chrome. I had everything already and then I had to just close everything because I was trying to restart so we can just technical difficulties. Please excuse me. Not having the best day over here. Um but Prez, can you give us what point do you want to start on today in our topic?
Nvidia earnings are coming up on. I'm looking for my earnings calendar. I believe it's Wednesday or is it Thursday of this week?
I say Wednesday the 20th?
Yes. So I'm expecting them to, yeah, I'm expecting them to beat their earnings once again.
So, even though last time around they had impressive earnings, after let's see, I'm trying to get something sized up over here. Everything that I had already before I had to restart the computer. Uh, Now I can barely hear Prez. This is just, oh, such a struggle today. Okay. So when was the last earnings? August 28th.
hmm
So I was taking a look at this, Prez. I'm not sure if you, oh, at the stage. Okay. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this clearly, but August 28th, let's put it out to the last 6 months. All right. So August 28th, the stock price was 125.61. And
hmm
then August 29th, we were at 117.59. And then by the time we got into September 6th, we dipped down to 102.83. So, all every time there's earnings, the circumstances are always going to be different and specific to that. But just looking back to a few of the past earnings and dividends that have been paid out, just an idea of how the price of the stock moved. So, what are your thoughts? I know I'm also expecting them to have another earnings call with impressive earnings, but how do you think the stock will move? What are your any feeling on what may happen or how you think people should be prepared Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as far as trades or as far as having cash on hand if they are still building out this position. I showed like about a week time frame there of what happened last time the earnings came out, and I know I was able to catch it even lower than what I showed. I caught it at I think around $99, but I think
hmm
one time I even caught it at 93. So, what is your feeling on the potential price movement coming up?
Well, as we already stated, we're expecting Nvidia to once again beat their earnings. Now, if it was to go the other way and they were to miss earnings, then I could see Nvidia share price fall back to as low as $100. And the opposite end of the spectrum, I could see us going as high as about 175 because we've already just about hit 150.
Okay. Yeah, I can look back through the whole, to the previous earnings and see what happens in the past, but just something that you can consider. But things really, when it comes to earnings, can really happen unexpectedly, and uh, just a way to do some research and uh, have yourself as prepared as possible. So I'm going to be setting some price alerts and think keeping in mind that this is a position that I want to continue building on. So I have to make sure that if there is an opportunity and I have cash available, that I know where it's going to be going. So Portola is saying if it drops to 100, we should all buy. All of us. I can't hear you, Press. Are you muted? You are muted.
I'm sorry. I
Okay.
said if it drops to 100, I would definitely be buying more Nvidia at that price because it's a very good company as far as a main leader in the artificial intelligence space. Those computer chips that Nvidia makes, everybody wants them. They have so many different other corporations that are using them, that are customers to Nvidia. So Nvidia is the future.
Okay, okay. Oh, Prez, I think I see your emojis. I think I see Jaleel over there using some something different. Let's see.
I never added any. Someone sent me some, but I never got around to adding them.
Be just regular then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nvidia. Do you foresee, do you think that NVIDIA, when it comes to challenges for NVIDIA, what do you think? It's just too much demands? What obstacles do you think could be ahead for them?
Too much demand and low supply
Hmm.
because so many different companies are using their products as well as consumers. Like even including me, the computer that I'm currently using, it has Nvidia hardware inside of it. So this is a very good computer. It's very expensive, and I don't have any complaints about the products of Nvidia that I'm currently using. I don't have any complaints at all whatsoever. Um,
So yeah, AI technology, I think it's something that whether you want it in your life or not, it's a part of our life. And
mhm.
why not take advantage and be an investor and benefit from it, because um, you know that's what our goal is around here, is to make our money make more money. So I want to touch on a kind of crypto, or Solana, actually. Let's go on to that. So Solana moved up to 241 and change last night, maybe higher. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Let's take a look. How are you feeling about that, Press?
I'm loving it. I had just recently added to my Solana position.
Okay.
I had sent you a message the other day when I did. Man, we looking at new all-time highs coming in for Ethereum as well as Solana. I'm keeping my close eye on Solana. If it pull back again, I will be adding more. I've already got some cash added to my crypto account so that I can add more to my position if it does pull back. But like I always say, crypto is a very volatile asset. So if you are new and you don't have that emergency fund together and you don't have a good sound ETF and you're not investing into stocks at all, then crypto is very high risk. Just suspect those those 60% gains and those 50% pullbacks. That's the nature of crypto. So if you don't have a stomach for that, then it's best to just sit on the sidelines until you gain the knowledge and the risk tolerance for crypto.
Yeah, so I don't have Solana in my portfolio, but I know that you do. I do hold Ethereum and of course Bitcoin.
Hmm.
Uh, I have some Shiba Inu also that I've been holding forever. I guess that is my little diamond hands, little
Like
some.
a guilty pleasure.
But I'm not on anybody. I'm not a part of anybody's army. This
Hmm.
kinda happens, and I'm okay with that, not a huge position there. I think I have 4 million that I've been holding for some time. But, in time, I might be able to recover there, but I thought Solana, which is, it is, let's see, it's number 4, I think. Let's see.
Hmm.
Yes, it's number 4, so in the top of the cryptos behind, so we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and then Solana. So a huge name there, and not something that I guess that there is more information and more around the use case, and just more confidence from investors into it. And
Hmm.
on the week, it's up 14%. On the day, it's up 9.1%. So it has been it $213 up to, as I said, to over a little over 241. And I know Prez had mentioned it to me at 217 very recently. So yeah, something to consider
On top of
if
that,
you are
the meme
open to.
coin Bonk is I believe is built on top of Solana network. So whenever you see Solana pumping, then you can almost be certain that Bonk is going to pump with it. Now, I'm not an advocate for meme coins, but I know some people out there that like to jump into the fastest moving car, and that's definitely one of them. I wish I would have just bit the bullet and went against everything that I stand for and bought a little bit of bump the other day when I added to my Solana position, but I didn't. And I've been watching it pretty much all night. It's been running up.
How about Pepe? Same.
Now, Pepe has been kind of quiet lately. It ran up just early part of this week and then it pulled back, but it's been really quiet lately. It looks like it's been consolidating, trying to find new support at the current levels that it's currently at. So what I did was I'm taking a real high risk here, and I bought a little bit just to see what it does. Um, and I'm monitoring Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can stay above 90K, then I'll hold on to it a little longer to see what it does. And if not, if we fall back below 90K and it looks like we're gonna fall back into the lower 80s, then I'll just go ahead and let it go and look for a re-entry.
Yeah. Yeah, so on the day, Pepe is only up 0.76%. On the week, 85%. But yeah,
Hmm.
like you said, Bonk had a strong move even today. It's 21% today, 121% on the week. So, and both of those coins I've mentioned recently were recently added along were a part of 6 that were added to Webull. So another place that if that's an account that you already have, that you can invest into the cryptos that we mentioned, as opposed to having to create a new account on Coinbase or a platform that caters specifically to crypto. Any thoughts on those new additions to what's available at Webull Press?
That's a potential good thing for as far as liquidity is concerned. When these meme coins and newer coins are added to multiple different platforms and it lets other investors get involved, and it brings more attention to those particular assets. It brings more volume in. I noticed that they were just added to Coinbase as well. Pepe, it was Pepe, and it was Whiff that was just added to Coinbase. And another one I would like to put on you guys' radar is a coin called DGen. It's another meme coin, and that's been really performing well over the last few days. It's
And what's the
been like
ticker?
running neck and neck with Bunk.
What's the ticker for it?
DEGen, wait a minute, DEG, I believe. Let me go. Let me double check.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
It's spelled DEGEN. Looks like it's up about 12% on the day.
Yes.
Now, that's not something I would be holding long term. That's something that I would be getting in and out of. I would be definitely using a stop loss. And as far as that, that's where you have to learn technical analysis. That's where you have to learn how to actually read a chart to identify support and resistance areas so that you know where to properly set your stop loss, so you know where to properly enter. Um, and you don't want to hold any of these meme coins long term without a stop loss because, like I said, you can see a 50 to 100% gain in one day, and then the next day you can see it down 30, 40% or more. And a lot of these meme coins are going to end up going to zero. But there's nothing wrong with proper risk management with getting in and out of them. Just beware of tax implications and things like that. So do your research before you just listen to someone on YouTube and just jump in because you're trying to make some money.
I hear you. Agreed. And we're not just going to be talking about random meme coins that you've never heard of today, but there is an opportunity there. And the one that Prez was just talking about, it's up 180% on the week.
Hmm.
Nothing that I would use, put any large amounts of money into. I would take it slow, but there is a great opportunity to make short term trades on
Hmm.
some of these coins that are really taking off right now. So that one that you mentioned, it was way down on the list, way down in the hundreds, whereas
Hmm.
Solana is number 4 when it comes to crypto. So a much larger one.
I never heard of Doge Chat. That's a new one to me. It's so many of them. Like they come out with new meme coins like almost every day. It's one called Weirdo. It's quite a few of them. And I totally agree with what the comment that Patola said. When the market closes on Friday afternoon into Sunday evening, that's when you can make money in crypto. I actually be looking to enter into positions during the week when everybody's focused on the stock market, and on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, that's when I'm actually looking to take profit on some of these these crypto trades.
Okay, okay. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure to give the live a thumbs up. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my channel and my co-host, Prez the Investor. If you're watching from my side, if you're watching from Prez's side, I'm Lisa J. Stocks, if you didn't know. So, what's
It
up
looks like
next?
I'm being raided.
You got a raid from who?
Goga.
Oh, Goga and Benny. Nice. I was watching them earlier. Benny Blanco was Goga's guest this afternoon. Did you catch any of that?
No, I didn't.
No, no. You've been resting up?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get ready to busy week ahead.
Okay.
Busy week ahead.
Thank you for the raid, guys. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat. Our conversation today so far has been around Nvidia, Solana, and some other crypto coins that we are keeping our eye on, that we may be investing into this week if we are not already in them. So I am not in Solana, Prez is, but you can rewind and catch that. We were talking about Pepe, Sheeb, what else? A few of the crypto coins there. So thank you so much for checking us out. Prez, we have to find someone. We have to see who's live when we wrap up. Because last time we didn't send our raid on to someone else.
Right.
I don't
I'm
want
not sure who goes live after we do.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
once we
We have
done
to
our show, it's like I'm right out the door.
we're gonna have to take a look at that. I assume we're on the same timing as last week.
Hmm.
I was on my struggle. I was struggling, so I didn't even get to say hello really to you before we got started. Okay. So let's move on to, well, since we spent a little more time than I planned on talking about crypto and random coins, which some of you may have never even heard about until today. I
Hmm.
want to talk a little bit about point 3 that I think I sent to you, which is basic the S&P 500 and what the outlook is looking there, because even if you're not interested, or you don't think you have an understanding or interest in investing in crypto, I want us to all be investing into something that is right for you, for your mindset and your potential that you are trying to build up. And a basic investment, whether it's the S&P 500 or a total US stock market ETF or index fund, is something that both Prez and I use as our foundation of our portfolio. So
Hmm.
Prez, you want to talk a little bit about the potential growth there also, because it's not all about Bitcoin and Solana. There are more basic, regular, uh, conservative ways in order to build wealth, and there are increased analyst predictions there. So, can you touch on that for us, Prez?
Sure. It's safety first, especially if you're new. It's safety first. Safer assets first, and before you even consider being risk on. The market is very volatile, especially crypto. And as far as the S&P is concerned, we've been running up. We've been running up a lot, especially since the election results came in. But we always have to keep in mind that what goes up must come down eventually. And looking at these charts and the performance of the market over the past week or so, the market is due for a correction. We're due for a correction. When is it gonna happen? We don't know. I don't know. I can only guess. But we are due for a correction. So if you are just starting, or if you're new, or you're just starting this year, expect the pullback. Don't panic sell your good investments. Don't panic sell. And if you are risk on, be sure to monitor your trades. Be sure to use that stop loss and be aware of your position size. Don't try to become a millionaire overnight, because this is a marathon. At the end of the day, not a sprint.
Okay, yeah. So we pulled back a little. We're at 5,870. So we were
Hmm.
getting really, really close to the 6,000 mark, even, last week. But we have to think, when will we hit 7,000? There are some analysts that say that that could happen in 2025. And, we're dealing with a lot right now with the election and our new president coming in. So, in a way, we have clarity because the election is over. We know the
Hmm.
administration that's coming in. He's been president before, so we have an idea of some of the direction that he will go in. But we'll also have to be ready for what's going to happen, the shakeup that potentially could happen if people may want to step down and just say, I think my time has come, and just leave, or if potentially he may try to force certain people out of their roles.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I know we don't like to get too political over here, Prez, but any thoughts on how the market could react to the things that I just mentioned?
Well, we already have the rumor out that the SEC, the head of the SEC, Gary Gensler,
Mhm.
is looking to step down and resign. And if you've been following the whole political dog and pony show, then you already know that Trump already said that he's going to get rid of Gary Gensler, and he's he's very big anti crypto, especially XRP is for the main one was the one he was trying to take down. And since the rumor's been going around that he's stepping down and they lost their court case against XRP, as you can notice, XRP has been just running up lately. For
Yes.
like months, it was just like moving like a stable point. It wasn't really moving up, it wasn't really moving down. And if you believe in crypto projects like that, not saying that that's what you should do, but If you were buying it back then, accumulating it back then you should be well in profit right now, and you should be considering taking profit right now because, like I said, what goes up must come down eventually, and that 50, 60% increase could easily turn into a 60% decrease just like that with the snap of a finger.
Uh, okay, press the investor. Um, can you I need a second. So can you keep the conversation going?
I saw a comment about Cardano. Now Cardano has been running a lot lately too, as well. Like a lot of people slept on it, including myself, like because I didn't agree with the way the developers was handling the project. But nevertheless, a lot of money can be made in this crypto market right now. But although we have all of this euphoria, we got to keep in mind that inflation is still being sticky, and the Fed still can decide to not lower rates, which is a good chance that he will leave the rates the same this next meeting up coming up. So just something to keep in the back of your mind. I also see that SUI has been running up a lot lately as well. I don't know much about the project. I have to do more research on it. That's simply why I haven't touched it at all. But I have been watching it.
Okay, so you mentioned SUI and XRP, another two
Hmm.
that are much larger market cap cryptos. If you have more comfort in seeking out trading or, holding as a short-term investment um, when it comes to crypto than some of the others that we mentioned that are way, way smaller and further down on the list. So, okay, sorry.
Had to put somebody in timeout.
I already got rid of that person, I think. But
Okay.
um, thank you guys again. Let's take a proper station break because I appreciate you guys for coming through. Thank you for the raid from Benny and Goga side. It seems that maybe I don't know. It seems like maybe they both decided to raid on each of our sides. So thank you guys
Hmm.
for tuning in. We talk crypto, stocks, ETFs, retirement, savings, all things related to money over here. Um, we go live together on every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Prez goes live doing options trading and taking a look at the charts in live time in real time during the week, usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But put your notification bell so that you can keep up with our latest videos as well as live streams. And make sure to leave us a comment and any questions that you may have. It may be potentially information that we can use or inspiration that we could use for our
Hmm.
future upcoming videos. Prez, how you doing? You gonna get some coffee before work?
I have it right here.
You have it right there?
I have I already have it.
Okay.
I already. It's
Uh,
been rough. But you need the leverage. Use your job as leverage to add to your investments. It's like it's not gonna grow just from just adding a few bucks to it. You have to add as much as you possibly can. So if the hours are there for me to take advantage of and work those extra hours, I'm gonna do so, even if I have to be on camera with bags under my eyes. I don't care because I'm trying to retire before it's time for me to actually retire. You understand what I'm saying?
okay.
So I'm gonna get as much overtime as I possibly can until they say, "Hey, you got to work your regular schedule now." So
So not on today's agenda, but Let's talk a little bit about, because we have, a wide range of people here today. I don't know what countries everyone is tuning in from, but what percentage are you aiming to have for saving and investing for those who have never been here before?
Okay, so this is how I have it set up since I just started this new job. Before I even get my paycheck, 10% of it automatically goes to my high yield savings account. Before that, 8% of my untaxed pay, before they even tax it, it goes into my 401k. My company's gonna match it by 4%. So I maxed out at 8. My company's gonna give me 4. That's free money. And after all of that is taken care of, then 10% of my pay goes to my high yield savings account, and the other 90% goes into my regular checking account. Then I invest 10% of that on my own. So that's how I've been doing that. That's how I'm gonna do that from here on out.
So if I'm adding this up correctly, so this is 22% investing,
Mm-hmm.
12% into a IRA or 401k, something
Mm-hmm.
for retirement, and then another 10% for early retirement or taxable accounts, as
Right.
you said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great, I mean, I think that I just wanted to touch on that and have Prez put some numbers to it. I know everyone's circumstances are gonna be different. If you already have a pretty established emergency fund, then maybe you're not gonna be contributing 10% to savings right now. Maybe you can concentrate more on investing, retirement, and those type of things, or bring your children into it and give them a certain percentage, on a monthly or regular basis. But I think that the numbers that you shared are really inspirational, that we should all be striving to invest above or as close to 12% as possible, or 15% really is the guideline that I think most places are recommending. But we all have to evaluate our personal circumstances and know how old we are, know where our starting point is, because that's going to be different for every single person watching. But I love to talk about this on our channel because I don't want us to be left here and just be totally reliant upon Social Security when we have this opportunity to invest and
Mm-hmm.
take care of our older selves and put ourselves in a better financial place. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. Once
um,
I see it, like once I put it all down on paper like that, and I studied over it, meditated over it, it keeps me motivated to work the extra hours, work as many hours as I can. Like, hey, can I come in an hour early? Can I stay an hour late? Can I give up one of my days off and volunteer and work on one of my days off? And that's basically what I've been doing. That's why no one has to see me on any of my scheduled live streams. I've been missing my own scheduled live streams. It's like, yeah, I make money trading, but I would like to add more money to my long-term investing and take advantage of that company match while it's there. Because we're moving into this artificial intelligence space, and we already have self-checkout. We already have the robot following you around as a security guard in the supermarket. What do you think is going to happen next? We already at my job right now. They're building robots to pick boxes out of the pull the orders instead of humans doing it. They're moving into automation now. So no one is safe out here. So take advantage of those hours while you can, and potentially look to move into that technology field as a career choice. For those who are young and about to go to college and things like that, that's the way to go versus all of these manual labor type of jobs, because a lot of things are going into automation now because robots don't get sick, robots don't call off, robots don't complain about a raise, they don't complain about any of that. So
and
it's sad, but it's true.
they're
We
not
can't
looking for
avoid
that
it.
401k match either.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a question. I see one here from Re- Rebecam. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Um, So the question is, what is the best saving or investment for younger people? So the question is, what is the best I'm sorry, getting a little feedback there. What is the best? Okay, so I'm gonna mention a few because yes, going to young people being burdened with a lot of college debt. So if you feel that your child will be going to college and you want to invest on their behalf for that reason, then I think that the recommendation is a 529 plan through your state. Another way to invest for your child, if you want more flexibility and do not necessarily want it to only be tied to higher educational expenses, is a UTMA or UGMA account. So
Hmm.
those are some things that you can look into. I'm doing that personally for my daughter. My daughter does not have a 529 plan. She has a Fidelity Youth account and a UTMA account currently, and that's where her investments are. I chose that method or I chose that type of account because my main priority was not, as I just mentioned, paying for higher education for her. Though I do expect that she's going to go to college. I didn't want her investments to be tied to that. And within her investment account, we do 80% into ETFs, and then we have the other remaining 20% invested into blue chip stocks. And her portfolio is doing very, very well, and we've been doing that for a few years now. So yeah, as anytime, that's something else I always love to share. That we do so much of the cell phones throughout the year. There's so many different things. There's so many birthdays and yeah, Easter baskets, Christmas, sweet 16s and dances and Halloween costumes, and we find the money to spend on all of those things, and I just wanna give parents and aunts and uncles and grandmas and, whoever the child is in your life, if you can also at the same time, I'm not saying you have to spend same amount, but if we're spending hundreds of dollars for games and gaming systems, can
Hmm.
at least put something into investments. I've used this example many times. My daughter has had an iPhone now for a couple of years, but she also her even if it's a fractional share, 5 or $10, there is hasn't been a month that has passed that she has not gotten some Apple stock added to her portfolio. So
Right.
just an example, that's one of her blue chip stocks that we've been investing into. And just me here sharing my journey of trying to instill in her what I'm trying to do for myself is to make our money grow and have a better financial outlook. And I know Prez, has your son gotten started with his portfolio?
Yes, I actually just started it back in May. His
Okay.
birthday was in May. He just turned 9 in May. And I've said this before, my son already knows how to read charts and he's 9 years old. So
Mhm.
he already knows what support and resistance is. Just from watching me live stream the whole summer, he stayed with me. He he knows about Tesla. He knows who Elon Musk is. Like he's like a little sponge. That's my mini me.
Okay. All right. So Auntie D over here is sharing some investments that she is making on behalf of her nephews. This is what I'm talking about. And I know we all focus on those tangible things, but we can also do build something for their future because they are I hope, I'm assuming that they are going to appreciate having this portfolio when they turn 18, 21, 25. It's
Hmm.
really going to be something for them to build upon, whereas all these games and clothes and the candy and all these type of going to the amusement park, that's great too, but it doesn't last. And doing the portfolio, even small amounts, are is a really a great gift for their future. Um, Thank you for tuning in, Robert, everyone in the chat. I'm sorry I know it's getting a little late for you too, Prez. But I think while we have the raid going on today, I think I want to see if I can give some memberships. Let me see. I should have looked to see if I could figure it out before I mentioned it, but let me take a look. Prez, anything else for today? I know we didn't cover all of our topics, but we did kind of get a little in depth there with the I know I started it talking about Solana, but yeah,
Mhm.
the move that it made last night, I figured that would be something that would have a smile on your face.
Yeah, I woke up well, I actually was already up. I looked at my phone in the middle of the night and was like, wow, wow, let me take a little bit of profit, and which I will on stuff like that. Anything other than Bitcoin, I just buy and hold Bitcoin. Um, as far as my Solana, and I just recently got back into Ethereum after selling it all, and I added all of those proceeds to my emergency fund. I just felt the need to beef it up. So I just recently re-entered as of yesterday, and I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into Ethereum once again. And the time I see fit to take profit on any of my altcoins, I'll take profit and then I'll roll the proceeds into my Bitcoin.
Okay. Okay, so I did find it, and congratulations to 755 Media, Shade 757, Chad's Money Minutes, A Resilient Dad, and Mike R. So that was my first time doing it, and I am going to be putting out some members only videos soon. So I hope that my new members check those out. I don't think anyone that was gifted is in the chat right now. So, anything else that you want to touch on today, Prez?
I said, is this how to survive a 5 to 10 prison sentence? Dude looks like he has a body on his hands. Yes, this is how you survive a 5 to 10 prison sentence. You get out, you get a job like a normal person, and you build a high yield savings account for emergencies, and then you invest. And if you have children, you invest for your children as well. That's how you beat a 5 to 10 year prison sentence. Hope that was helpful for you.
Okay. I'm guessing Prez doesn't have on that he must be a subscriber of an hour today.
I gave him 5 minutes a day. I
Five
only had
minutes.
to wait 5 minutes a day.
All right. Is there anyone that is currently live, Prez, that we could redirect to?
uh, that I'm not sure. I don't see anyone on my end.
Let's take a look. And guys, did you enjoy today's topic? Are you invested into Nvidia? Are you looking for any opportunities to continue building out that position? Let me know in the chat. Or are you more interested in taking a look at some of the crypto meme coins, trying to find some dips on Bitcoin before it gets to 100K? What is your focus for this week or the rest of the year?
You said, what is my focus?
I'm asking the chat what is their focus, but
Oh,
yes,
oh.
a resilient dad is here. Yes, congratulations on your gifted membership.
My
Yes,
focus this week, I'm going to be adding to my new visa position that I just opened up this couple weeks ago. So I'll be adding to that this week. And I will be buying just a little bit more of my SPLG. Those are the main two, and I think I'm gonna add to my Exxon Mobil position as well. It looks like it's down a little bit. So
Okay, okay. Is your football team playing today,
ain't no
Press?
go Pittsburgh fast Eddie. We losing.
Okay, I'm taking a look. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anyone live that might.
Yes, it's D. I got V. I finally got it. Walmart will be next in the next few weeks. If everything goes planned, I will be adding Walmart as well. I finally got V. I finally got it.
I went to Costco last night and they don't take MasterCard.
Really.
Yes, and what are the first 2 things I'm pulling out of my wallet is MasterCard.
Visa and MasterCard.
So, thankfully, I did have a Visa credit card, but,
Hmm.
um, yeah, I was a little surprised by that. I was a little surprised by that, but, it worked out okay. I remember
I didn't
one.
even realize that that was still an issue. I used to see a lot of people run into that issue. As I was growing up, I would be at the store with an aunt or uncle or grandparent or something like that, and they only take Visa or American. They don't take American Express, or well, they only take American Express. They don't take Visa or Mastercard. But I didn't know that was still an issue. I thought you can use Visa and Mastercard and American Express everywhere.
Yeah, I thought that too. I was very surprised. I don't usually, as you could tell, I don't usually go to Costco, and,
Hmm.
I was telling my daughter, I don't think I've been to Costco since, like, 2017 because I didn't have a Costco card,
Right.
nor was I out with a friend or anyone and had reason to go there. It's been many years, but we went last night, we bought a bunch of stuff, got to the register, and, yeah, I could have been left there looking silly and have somebody have to go put back $300 worth of groceries.
Oh my goodness.
But thankfully, I had another card in my wallet, um, and hopefully I won't have to go back to the supermarket for a long time now. So, a new addition to your portfolio will be Walmart finally, Press?
Coming is coming soon. Coming soon. It won't be this week. It will probably be in about 2 weeks. It's looking like
Okay,
about 2 weeks from now. I'll be adding Walmart.
sounds good. All right. So, guys, if you're not already, please subscribe to both of our channels. I'm Lisa J. Stocks here with my Sunday co host, Prez the Investor. And make sure to have on that notification bell so that you can keep up with our videos and live streams. Prez goes live at 9 a.m. throughout the week, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I put out
Hmm.
videos throughout the week, no particular schedule. And we are live together every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So I did not see if you guys have anyone that I could redirect to. Please drop it in the chat if anyone is live right now. Because I don't see anyone to redirect to, but I wanted to at least take a look because last time Goga was brung his community on a flight over to our house. We ended their flight at our house and did not send them on somewhere else. And I was talked to about that. But, um, thanks for tuning in, and Press, any closing words for us? Anything, any hints on what we might be covering next week? Anything for us?
No, no hints. No hints.
I'm gonna have to start following up with Press maybe on
In
Tuesday.
closing, I just want to say if you haven't got started yet, I'll say this every week. Get started. Um, if you already started now, if you're just getting started, be prepared for a market correction. Don't panic, sell your good investments. Manage your risk properly. Don't come in here with a gambler's mindset. If you're gonna get into these high risk cryptocurrencies, be sure to use a stop loss and don't be putting your life savings into no bonk coin or anything like that because you're trying to become a millionaire overnight. And as far as Nvidia, if it falls to $100, you can best believe Prez will be buying more.
So, okay, I don't know that we'll get 100, but what percentage or more realistic from where it's at? Any other, price levels for us? We're currently at 142.70.
As far as the upside,
No, as
as
far
far
as
as
the
the upside, I don't know because
downside.
we've
Hmm?
already reached new all-time highs for Nvidia. So as far as the upside price targets, I really don't know. We're going into price discovery mode if Nvidia were to blow their earnings out of the water again. As far as a pullback, I'm looking at, let me see, looking at the charts behind the scenes, maybe about 125. Worst case scenario, about 130, between 125 and 130. Worst case scenario, hopefully lower. But
Yeah, if it goes lower, but, we can't always wait for the lowest price. What did we do? We let Bitcoin go down to 16 and 18,000 and didn't load up. Um,
right.
so realize think about your, minimum uh that you're dreaming of, but at the same time, you can dollar cost average as it's going lower and hopefully have money ready so that if it does get to your ideal point, you can go heaviest then, but you didn't let the whole pullback pass you by and you just sat on your hands and didn't invest.
Mm.
So I know Prez has to get to work, and I'm probably we got started a little late, and I just was really enjoying this conversation and appreciating everyone that stopped through on the raid. And even Blessed Life Journey got to come over today. She doesn't usually catch us at this time, but I appreciate you all, and we will be back next Sunday. And like I said, please turn on that notification bell so that you can keep up with our videos and live streams throughout the week. And we will be back again soon. All right. So take care. Any closing words? Final closing words for us, Press?
If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die.